Welcome back. They've been called the greatest generation, the men who fought in World War II and the women who supported them here on the home front.
But we're losing World War II veterans every day, and soon their stories will live only in history books and family memories. In tonight's Wear Red tribute to our troops, our Melissa Luck introduces us to a Spokane vet and tells us how we can honor his service.
We live in a time where communication is fleeting, where a phone call is replaced by 140 characters. A birthday greeting comes posted on a Facebook wall. But Betty and Willard Little are a reminder of a time when life was decidedly more permanent.
Getting along well, that's one of the best things, I guess. Yeah. We never fight or disagree.
Betty and Willard celebrate a milestone this month, 71 years of wedded bliss that began with a kiss under the stars 79 years ago.
And so we got up on top of the hill, and there was a street light there, and he gave me a kiss, and he ran for home just as fast as he could run.
Do you remember that?
Oh, hell yeah.
That kiss began a lifetime together. Just after high school graduation, Betty and Willard tied the knot in Priest River, Idaho. But it was 1944. The war was on.
I wasn't prepared for it. But Uncle Sam called. You better be there.
For 17 days without let-up, American planes and ships assault the island of Guam and the Marianas.
Willard joined the Navy Seabees and headed to Guam, and though he never saw combat, Japanese snipers tried their best to take him out. It was war, to be sure, but Willard thought every day of his wife and newborn son back home.
He was over there 18 months. I wrote every day, and he wrote every day.
Betty still has every letter, a permanent reminder of a time many would like to forget.
Oh, that's a Japanese flag.
They still have the paper that called Willard to war, and this paper that signaled all the troops were coming home.
This was in the paper the day the war was over, and you couldn't drive through Spokane. The people there were just hundreds of people in the streets.
Those memories now live forever in the scrapbooks Betty kept all these years, and in the stories Willard told his two sons.
We were like living the history shortly after it happened.
Now, Willard and Betty, who have hung on to so much, are learning to let go. Memories are forever, but life, sadly, is not. Willard is in hospice care now, feeling the effects of his 91 years.
Sitting over there on that couch is the greatest generation.
Bob Heatwole lives next door and wants Willard's life now to be measured not in weeks, but in letters. He's asked elected officials from across the state to write Willard and thank him for his service. Mayor David Condon wrote one, Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich too. Not a fleeting thank you by email, but hard copies of thanks.
They're good people. And you want to help good people. And if it makes them happy, it makes you happy. And I'm happy.
And so are Willard and Betty still after all these years.
It's kind of faded out.
Willard, after all, always honored his childhood sweetheart.
It was a big heart.
His love permanently etched all those years ago. Some things fade away with time.
Inside, it's Betty with an arrow through there.
But love and honor last forever.
Great people, great family, and they deserve it.
I'm Melissa Luck, KXOY4 HD News.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. What a great story. And elected officials aren't the only ones who can write Willard and thank him for his service. You can send your letters of thank yous as well. The address to them is Willard Little at 9813 North Whittier, Spokane, and the zip is 99208. And read their story on KXOY.com. Click the Spokane County tab under your community.